this one?
This should be easy.
Well, no, it's really good. Yeah, might as well start now.
Sorry.
Well, that's too much. Yeah. All right. So we have income. We're gonna do that. So moving on to the agenda approval.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Any discussion on that? All those in favor, please use the red voting sign. Motion carries. All right. Moving on to the consent agenda. Is there anything anybody would like to add to the consent agenda? Don't have anything. That's easy. So then I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. Is there any
Second.
discussion on that? All those in favor, please use the red voting sign. All right. Moving on to the action items.
Alright. Okay, so we've got basically May and June to go, but if you look at our year-to-date revenue and expenditures, we are doing well at 2.9 million. As far as total goes, now if you look at budget balance year-to-date, you can see we've done very well too. We still have budgeted a couple million. I think we're actually going to get a little more than that to get in revenue, and then our expenditures are almost 13 million, but we're not going to spend 13 million between now and July. So I think we've done pretty well this year in terms of our spending. So pretty happy with that. And with our total balance with Connections Bank and our MOCAT investments, we are at $16,677,847.92.
Brian, do you have anything you need to know from the state? I know it's still.
Yeah, it's been fairly tumultuous. So I have been working on the revenue side of things this week in the budget, and I've just been pretty conservative. So the SAT, I used the same 6760 for this year, not expecting to get the increase. Although the Senate did add another 300 million, so that might help. I went conservative basically on everything, our classroom trust and our prop C also. So on what they recommended, I just went a little lower.
And are we expecting to see any more payments to the expenses from construction? Any big expenses?
So, not really, except for the seating I mentioned in the nutshell. So, and I think that's probably something we want to do. You know, I heard a few opinions. You know, I think we've been saying all along 800, and so just to fill that promise, we'll put that another room in, and it's relatively inexpensive in the long run. And then we can have all our kids and staff in there at the same time.
What's the row and what will be the capacity?
I believe 803.
Okay.
And then if we add in the ADA or seating, it might be around 820.
Wow. Thank you.
And we do feel like we can get all the students in at our
Yes.
first year.
Move to accept the general journal.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please use the red voting sign. Motion carries. I'll take it out.
All right, before we do the election of officers, can I please have Joe and Corey stand before the board for the oath of office?
Change for sure.
Good job. I saw that. I just didn't want to say that loud.
Sorry.
Proud of you.
Wanted to be acknowledged.
Okay, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
and the Constitution of the State of Missouri,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of school director in Savannah RIII School District,
discharge the duties of school director in Savannah RIII School District,
County of Andrews, State of Missouri, to the best of my ability, according to law.
County of Andrews, State of Missouri, to the best of my ability, according to law.
You're official.
All right, for our election of board president, per board policy, the superintendent asks for nominations for president. Anyone who is properly nominated remains in nomination unless he or she withdraws his or her name. All nominations are received and noted. Nominations do not need to be seconded. The superintendent calls for a vote on the nominees in the order nominated. If someone receives a majority vote, he or she is elected. If no one receives a majority vote, then the vote is taken again. This process continues until someone gets a majority vote. So, see if we can do this in one shot.
I nominate Joe Barbosa for president.
Okay? Are there any other nominations? All right. It's not roll call. Okay. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Opposed? Same sign. All right. Congratulations, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, careful. Thank you. Yeah, let's fix that.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. All right, we'll now move on to nominations for vice president. It goes in the same order. At this time, I call for any nominations.
I'll nominate Corey.
Are there any other nominations at this time? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor of Corey for vice president, please raise your right hand. Motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, Corey. Let's move on to treasurer. It's recommended that Mary Hyatt, excellent, director of accounts, is our next board treasurer. Would someone like to make that motion? Thank you, Rebecca. Have any other nominations? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor for Mary, please raise your hand. Anyone against? It carries unanimously. Move on to election of secretary. It's recommended the board name Jess Gillette as board secretary. Let's settle in for debate on this, please. Would someone like to make that nomination?
I nominate Jess.
Thank you. Anybody else want to make a nomination? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor of Jess, please raise your right hand. Carries unanimously. Congratulations, Jess. All right, now election of MSBA delegate. Rachel said that was her role this last year.
Not my rule. I would nominate Deb.
Deb, are you up for that? Very good. Any other nominations at this time? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed? Carries unanimously. Congratulations, Deb. We need an alternate in case Deb cannot fulfill her duties. Who was the alternate last year? Deb. All right.
Rachel, you feel good being the alternate?
I nominate Rachel also.
Are there other nominations? Do you accept the nomination? I'll say I don't think Ms. Winslow has missed a meeting or a track meet in years, so I think she'll be. All those in favor, Rachel as our alternative, please raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. Very good. Moving on to action items, banking signatures. This is standard procedure to move Dan from the board president's signature and place me as the board president's signature. Would someone like to make that motion? Thank you. I think we do need a second on this one, though. Thank you, Corey. Any discussion? All right. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Very good. Unanimous. Mowing bids. I think everybody's got it in front of them what the bids are, so I'm not going to read it out. You can see it behind me on the screen. Is there a motion at this time?
I would motion to accept the bids as written.
Thank you, Rebecca. Is there a second? I'll second. Thank you, Corey. Now I know there's some questions on the floor.
Got a question. If once we vote on this, are they gonna mow the grass? Like, when is their date to mow?
Yes, they can start, their contract can start as soon as.
They can start right away.
Like tonight?
As long as it's approved, the email's gonna go out after the meeting.
Okay.
Any other questions? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor of approving the mowing bids as presented, please raise your right hand. All those opposed? No abstentions. Carries unanimously. School photography bid. The recommendation is McBee Photography. This is for 2 years. Does someone like to make a motion so we can get in discussion?
I make a motion that we accept McBee bid for photographs.
Thank you, Deb. Is there a second? Let's go to Rachel. I heard her first. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, let's go to vote. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Any opposition? Seeing none, motion carries unanimously. High school roofing. Brian, you want to talk about this, or you just want to make a motion?
That's up to you then.
Okay. Somebody want to make the motion as presented?
I'll make a motion to approve the bid.
Thank you. Is there a second? Okay.
Can we discuss?
Yes, now we can discuss.
Okay. Was it the high school's turn for gym or for, excuse me?
So it wasn't about turns this time, it was an active vehicle. And so, the sawtooth formation up there, it's just been there a long time, and it's finally given out. And so it's an active leak over our brand new gym floor. And so that's why, when I was looking at things, I think we might have a good amount of that $4.5 million that we borrowed left that will take care of a lot of this, not all of it. But then I think then we can still, because if you, mini climb was kind of our plan to look at routes next. So I think we're gonna be able to do a couple smaller areas of mini climb. So we're gonna bid that out here, next month.
Pre-bids next week.
Couple weeks, yeah. So, we're still looking at mini climb, but this came out of necessity, because we have active
And
leaks.
we're comfortable with this company and kind of match up
Yes,
everything.
well, and with the scope of the work, they were the only ones that wanted to touch it. Because it's a very custom job, metal with the sawtooth and all that, it's very complicated, so.
They did the rest of the roof when we had all the hail damage, so they've had their hand grant in that roof already, so.
So I know it's pricey for a small amount, but what it is.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor of accepting the bid as presented, please raise your right hand. Okay. 2025-26 career ladder intent to apply. It's recommended that we accept the list and that our contribution is $264,600. Someone want to make that motion, please?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second? Any discussions or questions about the career ladder program?
Rachel might need to abstain on this one. Thank you.
Is career ladder still on the budget for next year from the state? Yeah. Any other questions at this time? All right, so we'll go ahead and vote on the motion as presented. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. June business meeting. It's recommended that the board move its June business meeting to Thursday, June 19th. I'm going to go first since I won't be here. Rachel won't be here. What about the other 5?
So the 19th is just the Thursday after, if that helps those of you that don't have a calendar in front of you. Would it be better to just do already out to up a week or?
So they're moving it back a week because these guys have conflicts on the regular schedule.
That's all for the most birthday.
Yeah.
Do we do Monday instead of Thursday?
Are you sure you're gonna be able to do it if you're off work that day?
On which day, Monday?
Juneteenth.
Oh,
You guys be off work, you can't come, you can't go on President's Day, so why would you do that?
we have work that day.
My 2 cents would be that if we did it the same week, that June the 9th, that Monday might be a little soon for,
Are you
The
talking
county.
following Monday?
That Monday the 16th.
I still won't be able to do that.
You're saying that I'm out of time, I'm out of town, and I just don't know if the leaves on that night. It's
Okay.
to figure out the next day.
What do we got, Piper?
I can do the 19th.
4.
So,
There's one on the 19th.
so,
Dan, you're the 19th? Deb, you go the 19th? Corey, you go the 19th? That's 4.
But Joe, what day works for you?
I'm gone the whole week, that week, just the big nationals. I can do the week before, after for,
And you think it's too early to do it on the 9th?
for
I
bills.
think it would be pushing it for bills.
The 23rd is a Monday.
If we do the 19th at a regular time, I could probably call in to get a vote between you two, and then Corey.
Let's
Not
see.
maybe, I just don't count on
Okay.
it.
Let's see if the 23rd works. Does it work?
23rd, anybody?
I was planning on being in Minnesota, but let's do that.
And it's the June meeting, we're gonna move the budget over to, into the coffers.
Last
law.
through the new budget, but that's planning on getting in your hands early.
Okay, well,
So, you guys should have the budget in your hands well before the meeting. And look at it.
okay, well, let's do a strong poll real quick. Who can be here on the 19th, we know the 4. This is 23rd change, I think, for you.
I should be back then.
23rd change for you.
I might have to be here.
I can be here on the 23rd, so the motion is to move the,
The bride is on the 23rd.
you're on the 23rd. Yeah. John, you ready for
going to the budget, I need to be.
Yeah.
I think I could do man.
Yeah. Okay, so, you want to stick to the 19th and then just phone in? How you feel about that, Rebecca? How you feel about that? Okay.
Fine. So my goal is to have the budget in your hands when we get that, so if you guys have questions, any of you have questions before that meeting, I can answer.
So I move to have the meeting on June 19th.
Is there a second?
Second.
Very good, any further discussion? All those in favor of moving to June 19th, please raise your hand. All opposed? Alright, June 19th. Thank you, guys.
Is that a work session?
That's a regular meeting.
Regular board.
Regular board. Alright, discussion items, just the grant approval, none of these require district funds. Congratulations to all those who received the grants. Next discussion item is the district vision statement. Ryan, Constance.
Okay, so, as we've talked about a few times this year, our district leadership team has worked on, redoing our vision statement and also our mission statement. So we have a draft of a vision statement and we're close to a draft for a mission statement. So you guys need to have some input in this, obviously. And so we wanted to take this draft to you guys and see if you had any change in language or verbiage. So I will tell you what it is and then kind of tell you some of the comments we got. So Savannah RIII is a district where students thrive, staff feel empowered, and families are engaged partners in education. So some of the suggestions or comments were, instead of where students thrive, we say where every student thrives, versus, where students thrive. And then some opinions were instead of feel empowered, staff are empowered. Or we can change empowered. Originally it was valued and supported.
I like every student.
Every student.
I like every student.
Any other thoughts?
Did you send this out to just all the schools, or how did
No. This
just
is,
your work?
this has been developed through our district leadership.
How many people are on that district?
Quite a few.
But they would take feedback back to their team and bring that.
So that's important to me, is to make sure we're getting feedback from every school.
Yeah, through that work, they would, teachers are on that as well, they would talk to people.
Ryan, the way you read it, said families are engaged.
Yes,
It doesn't read that there,
so
so that's why.
families, so that was just part of the feedback this last, leadership meeting on Monday, was, we had, and I think in the one that Brandon wrote, we had families are proud partners in education. education. Some of the feedback on from the leadership team was that just made it wordy. So they were in favor of maybe dropping proud out, and then I just forgot to put it down.
So the engaged,
So our engaged partners in education.
Oh, yep.
And I like the
I missed
engaged
that
part
too.
to that.
Yep.
I heard you read that.
Yes.
Because we do have applicants.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So the suggestions of the board have every student clarify that it's engaged partners. Anything else? Get it back around. When do you want to have this finalized?
The plan is first part of
Next year.
in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, and hopefully by then too, we'll have a mission statement plan.
Awesome.
And then, so, did you say R powered versus school powered?
I put it on here.
Where they are empowered, not a feeling.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Move on to district reports. We have an oral report tonight from our good friends at the Learning Center.
You do, Catherine. We have a little video. She's going to introduce this here for us. We were given an opportunity to create a video for you guys, just so you guys can see like a day in the life of a preschooler. A lot of fun things going on in there, so enjoy.
Is there volume on it?
Yeah.
Where is the blue classroom? There, all right. What do you do first in here, Harley? You hang up your coat backpack, all right. Okay. What else do you need?
Sorry.
And you scrub, that's right.
What do I do? I can rip.
You need to rinse, that's right.
What do I do? Can I turn the water? First, I would turn the water off.
Turn the water off, all right. Thank you.
I get paper towel.
You need a paper towel, okay.
It works.
Okay, then what do you do?
I do.
You see, how do you do that? Good job, Harley. All right, and then what do we do after we've signed in for the day? All right, let's see what the question says today, Harley. The question says, have you ever dyed Easter eggs? Yes or no?
This is what we get home to. A lot of fun activities.
What are some words that have a
Popcorn. Popcorn.
popcorn?
This is what we did during calendar time. The weather. Jumbo.
Hayden, what's our next center?
Our
the center?
Bagel center.
The pill? What is our next center? What do you do at the math center? What did you show me in there? What's in there?
Food.
The library. What do you do here? You read books? Do you go in there to read books? You go in the teacher house to read books? Yeah.
Reading helps in my imagination.
Right. Who do you write to? Huh? You don't know. Do you write to mom and dad? Yeah. Those magnets.
What time is it? It's time.
What is your favorite snack during snack time? What's your favorite snack during snack time?
What's next?
What's your favorite snack during
So hard.
Chips.
What's your favorite snack during snack time?
Chips and the thing
What's your favorite snack during snack time?
brownies.
We never had brownies. All right, my friends, let's keep your coats on. Go ahead and grab your backpacks. Yeah, I got your backpack. Good job. We're going to sit down. Remember, find your square. Do you need some help? Okay, say help, please. There we go. Thank you. All right. Grab our backpacks. Find our seats. All right. Was it cold outside today? A little bit? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Did we have a good day? Yeah? Yeah, we're going to get our show going while we wait for Mom and Dad to pick us up. And everyone say, we love preschool. All right, I'll see you guys again tomorrow, okay?
So now we're going to have a quiz on the 47 steps of hand washing.
And that was not prompted, like that is just her.
That's
That is just her,
her.
that's her personality.
We have a lot of fun at the preschool. These 4 teachers, I didn't bribe them to come. I just said if you would like to come and see what a board meeting is like, and here they are. They're hard workers. They're early in the morning. They're late at night. They're on weekends. They're all the time. So there is a lot. It looks like a lot of play. It looks like a lot of fun, but there's a lot of work that goes into that. And I'm hoping that makes it easier for those interventions of the kids that we do get in. We still have a long waiting list always, but the kids that we do get in, we're hoping that little bit of intervention helps at the kindergarten level give them a strong start. So we thank you guys for supporting it. If you have any questions.
What is our total enrollment there?
Right now, I think we're at 67 or 8. Yeah, we just lost one, so 67 right now. Yeah.
And does the staff do the Amazon wish list?
Yes, thank you. We sure do, and we appreciate that. We have a lot of people that do donate to that, so, yeah.
Thanks,
That's
Becky.
our
Yeah,
early
thank you.
learners.
Thank you, ladies, for being here. And moving on to information Informational item, performing arts ribbon cutting is set for May 2nd. Times to be determined, so we'll watch something from Jess on that. The May business meeting is on Tuesday, May 8th at 7 p.m. or Thursday, May 8th at 7 p.m. District office. Thank you. Graduation, Sunday, May 18th at 2. If you haven't already done so, please let Jess know if you'll be there to help hand out diplomas. And then the end of the year celebration is May 22nd. And that brings us to the closure. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
Thank you, Deb. Is there a second? Thank you. Seeing discussion, all in favor? That does it. Thanks, everybody. Happy Easter. Have a great weekend. Not that.
Are you still are they coming? Every Monday I'll let you know. Okay. I told them.
What they did
Yeah, I told them no. And then they were like, I'm like, yeah, we're so like, they were just, they were
Loud voices.